Welcome to Marshall News and Views here on Studio One TV, live from SMSU College. A live taping, I should really say, from SMSU. We've had some interesting shows in the past. We've covered a lot of topics, and we are going to do that again today. One thing I want to mention before we start, and it's basically about, it ends up talking about our guest today, Rafton Byrath Rignell. We've seen in some of the media lately about people that have moved away from Marshall for their secondary education, jobs, have ended up coming back to our area to live and to remain the rest of their lives. And that's really good for Marshall. I say we have one other thing going for us, and that's SMSU right here, because there are a tremendous number of people that have come to Marshall to go to college, have graduated, met their spouse, married, and have stayed here. So we've got two things going for us. We got, well, really the big thing is the community itself, because it does allow people an opportunity to come back and have a successful life. And that's kind of the case with Rafton this morning. Rafton, a 2000 graduate of Marshall High School, a volleyball athlete that was very fortunate to get a nice scholarship out of the University of Connecticut. Played volleyball out there, got done, went into coaching at Presentation College in Aberdeen. And I wish I would have known you when you're there. I had my wife's aunt was a nun there at the time. Would have given us another reason to come up and visit. You know, then went on to Marquette University in Division I school to do some coaching, and then finally came to her senses and came back to Marshall, Minnesota to help us as an assistant coach here at SMSU. So, Rafton, welcome.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Yeah, you've not only have you done all those things I just got done talking about, but you've jumped right in with being busy here in our community and gotten involved in the thing. We'll talk a couple of them, one of them in particular, and then if we've got time, we'll touch on the other one. But the Marshall Community Foundation, you are involved in, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about the Marshall Community Foundation, and then also what you do there. I think you're on the board.
Yep. I'm one of 10 board members on the Marshall Community Foundation, and we started in 2005. I've just been on the board there for about the past 3 years, so still relatively new to the board, but jumped right in. Paul Stoneberg approached me, he's our chair, and after I left coaching, and asked if I wanted to get involved with something else for the community, and thought, might as well. This was my first board experience, so got on board, and it's been a great group of people to work with. We started with a smaller board when I was there, and now we're up to 10, all volunteer community board members. And we've got an endowment fund that the Southwest Initiative Foundation helps manage for us. And our current endowment is up to around $340,000 and growing. And we grant money out to nonprofit organizations here in Marshall.
Okay.
Yep, and we do 2 grant periods a year. We have one in the spring and one in the fall through a pretty easy grant process. They fill out an application and email it in, and 2 times a year our board will sit down and discuss all those applications. We just got done with one and had 10 applicants, so great pool to choose from. And then we grant out money based on our areas of focus, which are health and wellness, community improvement, diversity, and then youth development. So we really look at those 4 areas to try to improve the community and grant out dollars. And we're roughly over $15,000 a year that we have available to us to grant out.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. All those, excuse me, all those topics that you're covering there are really topics that are kind of at the front here in Marshall. So
yeah.
It's good to do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of need, that's for sure. And we've been getting more and more applications as we grow, and able to help more people, the more we can continue to raise. So.
Okay. You've got something coming up, an event coming up. It's a fundraiser event, and it's going to be held out at the Red Baron Ice Arena. Just an excellent place to hold the event that you've got. So maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, this is our foundation's first big event we're hosting. We've got this band named Good Road coming from Sioux Falls. I heard of this band through some family weddings that they've played at, and they are just so entertaining and so fun. They get down in the crowd, and they play all sorts of instruments, and they play all types of music, so everyone there has a good time, and the dance floor is always packed. And so I thought, well, we need to have an event where we can bring this band in, and then we'll raise money for our foundation while doing it. So it's going to be at the Red Baron Arena. Lockwood Motors has helped us in donating the space for us to use out there. So that's kind of how the ball with this event got rolling. It's May 19th, a Friday. It starts at 7 p.m. And we have Matt Brown, who's a guitarist from the cities, coming down to open, and he'll just kind of kick off the night with some great music at 7, and then Good Road will start at 8. And we'll have a cash bar there. We'll have pulled pork sandwiches for people if they are hungry and want to get a sandwich. We'll have some seating and tables for people, and then we'll have a fun dance floor. So it's just going to be a good, fun event for Marshall. So we really wanted to find our own niche when we started this idea. You know, there's so many fundraising events out there that people in the community attend. So to try to find your own way about doing it was interesting. So we, just wanted it to be a fun, laid back night with some fun entertainment coming to Marshall that we've never had here before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tickets.
Yep. Tickets are $25 in advance. They'll be $30 at the door. And we are selling those at, we can contact me, or Marshall, Hy-Vee, Lockwood Motors, and then the Chamber has got tickets there. So if anyone wants to walk in there and ask for a Good Road ticket, they'll be there for $25.
Okay.
And we've already raised, just with business sponsorships and ticket sales, over $10,000 for this event. So we're very excited, and our businesses in Marshall have been so generous and so welcoming, and to me and to everyone when we've talked to them about the event and sponsoring, and it's been really great to have their support, and without them we couldn't have got this event started. So,
and it's an important event for you, because if this goes over well, then we'll probably have another one.
Yes, that would be good. That would be fun. Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a great night, and again, just a fun thing for the Marshall people to come and do and have a good night out.
So the band, were you kind of responsible for saying, hey, I know a band?
Yeah, I was. Just through my experience with them at some of these family weddings, I said, I've got the band for this event. This will be fun. So they're just a great time. They play in Sioux Falls at a lot of places, and heard good reviews from friends who go see them in Sioux Falls, and then other people that have had them at their weddings. So they're a good time. 6-piece band, and they're all very musical. They have all got instruments, so they can play any song. Mostly cover songs, stuff that's on the radio, classic favorites that you hear at weddings, and they're just really entertaining, and they're excited to come too. So.
And here again, because it's at the Red Baron Ice Arena, you don't have to worry about the weather. You don't have to worry about too many people in too small of a space. Might even see yourself up on the big Jumbotron. Yeah,
exactly. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a great venue for it. You can have a lot of people, and we can have that nice video board up there with sponsors' logos playing, and it's just going to be a neat space for this type of event, and something new that we're going to try to arrange it a little bit differently in there that they've never done before. So just to give it a little different spin than some of the other prior events that have been at the Red Baron. So with the new facility, the more you can get in there and the more you can do new things with, the more ways it can be seen that it can be used for.
Yeah. We're fortunate to have your organization. We're fortunate to have that building over there to do some of that stuff with.
Yeah.
There'll be no. Is there a floor that goes over the ice, or there will be no ice in at that time?
Correct. The ice is off.
Okay.
I think the ice came off April 1st. So the Prairie Home Hospice Ball was in there in April already, and it was just right on the concrete base floor.
Okay.
So that'll be the same with our event, and we'll have the city stage that they have brought in, and we'll have the band up on that, and then we'll have the dance floor, and then some tables and chairs kind of seated around the outside. And then Hitching Post is doing our catering, so they'll be doing the bar service. So pop, beer, wine, alcohol, and then water, and then pulled pork sandwiches, which we all know are amazing from
They
Hitching
will be
Post.
good, yes. Yes,
so
they
that'll
are.
be.
So, okay, we had Preston Stensrud on, the show that's really showing right now. We talked a little bit about the portable stage that's going to be used out there. And then we're talking about the softball, baseball complex, with a lunch wagon that they have. And it just kind of happenstance on the phrase that we can take Marshall on the road.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hook the stage up to the lunch wagon and take whatever you want wherever you want.
Right,
so,
right. Yeah, it's really nice to have that stage as an option,
Yeah.
you know, to kind of take the event to the next level. So
Yeah, I know it. The stage and the arena saved the Sounds of Summer last year.
Yep.
With all the rain
Right.
and everything, just shifted everything out there, and
Yep.
and we were covered. You
Yeah.
don't got to worry about that. You're starting there.
Right.
All right. So, what did I want to ask you about? Let's jump back to not the technical side, but the real side of the Marshall Community Foundation. If people would like to maybe just donate to the Marshall Community Foundation, how can they do that?
They can go to our website, which is marshall-cf.org, and that's through givemn.org, and that is where online donations can be made that will go right to our endowment fund. And they can also just mail a check in to our office, which is 300 South O'Connell Street here in Marshall,
Okay.
where we meet. So all donations are very much appreciated, and they can be done in those type of ways. So
Okay, all right. So that's coming up the 18th?
19th, Friday, May 19th. Yep. So
Okay.
we're a little over a week left. So
Okay.
we've already got like over 200 tickets sold. So we're cranking the last week to keep getting as many more as we can sold,
Yeah.
and try to get a packed house in
200
there.
tickets, so you don't have to worry about being the only one out there dancing.
Oh gosh, no, and you'll want to dance. This group is fun. Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to be a
All
great
right.
time.
Well, we'll look forward to that coming up, that's for
Yep.
sure. Anything else the foundation is going to be looking at down the road?
We do an appreciation event every year in the fall at the Hunan Lion, and it's a great opportunity for our foundation to invite our donors and other community members to come and listen to who we have granted money out towards recently. And we have food and cocktails, so it's just a nice social event, but allows people to hear who we grant money out to, which is so important. And some of those are the YMCA. These are all done in the past, but the YMCA, adult basic education for some literacy programs they work on. We've done a lot of flexible seating opportunities for some classroom teachers here in town for their students. There's an after food and snack program through the Marshall schools that we've helped with. Prairie Home Hospice, the library. Loaves and Fishes is a great program that gives fresh fruits and vegetables to Esther's Kitchen and then to the children's after-school programs at the Y. So all sorts of the city for some new ice skates out at the Red Baron. So just a nice broad range of things that we can grant money out to.
Marshall Community Foundation. People will have to start remembering that name because they're doing great things in our community. And anytime you want to do something to help support it, they're certainly going to welcome any help or support that you can give them.
For sure.
So
and it's been great to get our name out there more into the community with this event and just the advertising, because a lot of people didn't know about us. So this is great to have us here and let people know that the Marshall Community Foundation is around, and like you said, doing great work. And
yeah, it started like a lot of things right here in Marshall.
Yep.
Okay. You're involved in another thing too here in Marshall that I can't remember if you said you just recently got involved in it,
Yep.
but the Southwest Minnesota Amateur Sports Commission. Now, is that got anything to do in conjunction with Marsh out here at the complex, and then the state association that Harry Weilag just got named to?
Yep. So Harry approached me about joining the commission, just with my athletic background and having a passion for sports and also a passion for Marshall. So I got on that as well. And our main role at the commission is to promote the Red Baron Arena and Expo and the baseball fields and try to get events in there, sporting events there, and brought to our town so we can have more people get to Marshall and experience how great it is.
I was amazed that the first year the arena is open, we have the state Bantam hockey tournament here.
Yeah.
And a lot of people came to town,
Lots.
and it went very smooth from what I
Yes.
understand. And then when I'm talking to Preston, I find out we've got a baseball tournament coming here too at the end of July, July 15th or the end of July, something like that.
Yep.
That's a big event. 32 teams, I think he said.
Right.
There we go, folks. You wanted it. Here they come.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. We've had lots of events there, and not just sporting. You know, that circus that was in town. That was such a great family night. We went with our whole group, and everyone had a fun night and got to see it again used for something else. But yeah, the Bantam tournament was a great success. Tons of people came to Marshall that had never been to Marshall before. You know, you bring those metro families down to experience what we've got, and had a great experience.
Yeah, yeah. The nice thing about also on those tournaments like that is with Studio One, a lot of this stuff gets streamed live.
Yes.
So tell your grandparents, tell your aunts and uncles and everything. You can watch your nephews and nieces and grandkids live as they're doing whatever they're doing.
Yep.
Which says, okay, so now your event, is that, do you know, is that going to be on?
That one won't be, no.
Okay, because I know Alex and the Studio One crew are going to be there.
Yes, yep, and they'll more be just helping to get the video board with logos of sponsors and things up, thank you messages, and some informational pieces about our foundation up there on the video board.
Alex will probably have a camera running, so there'll probably be something showing up. You'll be able to see it on Facebook, or you can go to our website,
yep.
You know, Community Access TV, and see what's what. Back to the Sports Commission. I keep jumping back and forth here on you. What, anything in specific that's coming up with the Sports Commission that could be happening here? Are you involving other communities in the area?
Yeah, working as a commission to brainstorm, you know, ideas that we can get to be at the Red Baron Arena and the baseball fields with hockey and baseball and other events is an ongoing topic that we're working on, and promoting it within the community, and just trying to get as many people that we can come to Marshall and experience that facility and have a great experience is going to be key, and then they're going to want to come back is the other part. And if they're in town, they're hopefully eating at our restaurants, and hopefully staying at our hotels, and hopefully shopping at our stores. So, yep,
they got to sleep someplace, they got to eat someplace, and they got to kill time someplace.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
So.
And it's a nice amenity for, you know, to attract even some younger families, like you talked about in the beginning. You know, a lot of younger people coming back to Marshall, making it their home, and with the Red Baron Arena and Expo and the baseball fields, and then the possibility of the new hotel and conference center. You know, those are just attractive things that draw people to Marshall, and not many communities have those type of facilities. So I think that's a great thing for Marshall as well, to continue to grow and to be successful.
You know, a lot of the things we've been talking about on prior shows, and this show just kind of puts a little emphasis on that. You know, there's a reason that Marshall maintains, actually increases population. Lyon County has been 24,000 people for years and years and years, whereas all the other counties around us are slowly but surely losing population. And it's because of groups like yours and the aggressiveness of the community. We sometimes complain because maybe we think we pay too many taxes. But when you look at what those tax dollars are doing for us, the people that are brought to the community to run projects like what you're running is just a phenomenal way. We're out here all by ourselves.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great place. You know, when I left after college, or after high school to go to college, and I thought, I'm never coming back to Marshall. I mean, that was my mindset.
Sure.
And now I'm back, and my husband has his business here, and we're raising our kids, and we couldn't be happier. It's just such a great community, and I like that it's progressing and moving forward, and it's not stagnant. You know, we're growing, and you know, as a young person here, I look forward to those opportunities and excited about them, and being back here and being a part of them. So
yeah, good community, good community to raise a family, good community to come back and establish your roots in it. Let's see here. What else can we talk about this afternoon? We can talk about how tied up are you with two boards, your job, your family?
It's not as crazy. It gets crazy at times, now leading up to this event that we're hosting on May 19th. Quite busy, but got a great flexible opportunity with my current job, and so I'm able to, if I need to, be with my kids, pick them up. If they're sick, I've got that flexibility. And I was coaching at the college here. Just the life of a coach is so demanding and gone a lot, so it's definitely slowed down since then, which has been great.
Yeah.
Have the kids busy and stuff, and my husband's schedule is very busy as well. So, but it's fun. I enjoy it. We love Marshall and want it to be successful, and so this is a little way in which I can help give back and be a part of these groups that I believe in.
So what does the Rignell family do for recreation and relaxation when you aren't busy going here and there and everywhere else?
Well, we're going camping this weekend, so we like going camping and being outdoors and enjoying our property and just having fun outside and letting the kids kind of
You could camp on your property.
We could probably, start a little campground. So we enjoy doing stuff like that, being involved with different things that are going on. My parents live here in town, and Derek's mom is right down the road, so we do a lot with our family, and my sister and her husband live in town. So very, very fortunate to have so many of our family members close to us here. So we spend a lot of time with them too.
How about tremendous involvement on your part with volleyball here in Marshall, especially here at Southwest Minnesota State University? Do you get involved with that anymore, summer camps or anything?
I don't do any of the coaching anymore with the camps. I still stay very much in touch with the coaches. I'll meet them out, and get to talk volleyball with them every once in a while, which I love still. And I help with their alumni relations with a group. There's a group of myself, and a couple of other alumni. I'm not a true alumni of SMSU, but I feel like I am because I coached here for so long. So we work hard to build our volleyball alumni relations, and I like being a part of the group still and being able to help with that. So that's kind of how I still stay involved with the university and through athletics is with the volleyball. And then I go watch their games and
got to be at the games.
Oh gosh, yeah. So very fun.
We'll go off topic here a little bit. Has Coach Culhane got some interesting kids coming in this year?
Another good group coming in. So it's exciting to always see. Now this will be last year and this year were my first years where kids came in and I didn't have any hand in recruiting them. So now when they come in, it's always a learning process for me too to get to know the girls and see them. So so it's going to be fun. Another exciting year for them, I'm sure, and for all the sports at the college.
Well, we're fortunate to have that caliber of a program here in Marshall also. So, okay, well, it just gives you an idea of what's going on in our community, the quality of people like Rafton that we have coming back and establishing good roots and good relations, helping Marshall grow, helping Marshall to become a better community. So catch us on Facebook, catch us on the Marshall Community Services website, and you can be up to date on anything and everything that's going on. Rafton, thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill.
Yep.